Devir. I guess the first question, right? The question that everybody wants to know is how do you guys get started? How did this all come about?
You go.
So it all started about 3 years ago, I think. Yehuda and I finished our university called Bezalel in Jerusalem. And we're from Israel, by the way, if you don't know. So we went to university to arts and design. And when we finished, we were completely broke, like nearly wed. And we said, okay, so let's start from something. We're artists. How can we make money? I don't know, we're artists. Yehuda, do you know how?
Yeah, bartending.
Yes. So how we started to do only one of those days, it's Yehuda used to post every few weeks like I don't know how to say it, that it will sound good. He kind of posted like an illustration that he, like a personal blog, how I experienced...
Like a personal therapy of a guy living with a woman.
No, how do I...
Basically.
No, how do I experience Maya today? Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's
that
good.
sounds
That's
about
good.
right.
That's good.
Yeah.
How do I experience Maya these days?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but it's too long for a comic. How do I live
catchy.
with Maya
it's
these
not
days?
Catchy, yeah.
Yeah. So we shot it to one of those days.
Came actually a full-time job actually after I don't know.
Panda get into
do you
our
know
life.
Panda? It's like here in Lithuania. Actually, in Vilnius, Lithuania.
We've been there in the headquarters
yesterday. So like a huge platform named Panda, which located in Lithuania.
Basically changed our life.
Yeah, exactly. They found, I think it was about collection of 10 or 11.
Something like this.
Yeah, 10 or 11 illustrations. So they took the illustration and they posted on their platform, and this is really became viral. It became, I think they said yesterday, we visited them yesterday, and I think the article got to 12 million shares or something like that.
Yeah. So which comes first, the art or the caption or both? Is there a point, like I know a lot of us that are on social media, when we're out doing something, you know, there's that thing in the back of our mind going, this is going to make a great blog post, or this is going to make a great Facebook post. Do you guys, in the middle of doing something, do you stop and look at each other and go, that's it?
We have to first, like the work process is we have to experience something, and only afterwards we draw about it. And then Yehuda sits and do something that he likes, and he asks me, like from the sketch that we agreed on, and then he show it to me, and I'm just practically. You can see Yehuda sits, and
let's illustrate it.
I'm just gonna demonstrate it.
This is me drawing. Maya. Look, what do you think?
Move this here, move this there, and no, that's too wide. That's about it. That's how it goes. And then I'm adding the typography and changing the colors, basically changing everything. But Yehuda doing everything, so yeah, no, just kidding. He's a true genius. Really, you should see him work. He's a true genius. I
didn't come prepared with such a beautiful words. You are beautiful. You are beautiful and
try
genius.
harder, a little bit harder.
And you kiss very good.
You're doing a great job. Yeah.
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, now we heard earlier at the opening that everything is based on true stories.
Yeah.
That we're not going to make anything up. You said that. Now we also heard that we now have a daughter.
Yes.
We have Ariel.
Ariel,
yeah.
Right, named after the Little Mermaid?
You might say, because it's a combination. So we have a little baby daughter named Ariel. She's 4 months old. She's back home.
Ariel, if you're seeing this, I know you're just 4 months old, but Daddy love you. Also, Mommy.
I'm warning you, I might start crying, but now I'm fine. I took a big breath. If you follow us weekly, you can see that all of the illustrations is about Ariel right now. We drew about. We had actually the third volume that's about to be published. It's about the time that it took us quite a while to get pregnant, and
apparently it's not that easy. It's not like in the movies. You turn the light on. Next scene, with a baby.
I'm pregnant. No, so it's not like that. And so it took us quite a while. So we said, should we share it? Because we basically share everything. Is that okay to share the difficulty about getting pregnant?
Sure.
And how can we make it funny? There's nothing funny about that. not one thing. It's just not funny. And we thought really hard how to make it funny. So some of it is quite funny. We took the funny stuff out of it, like we squeezed the funny stuff out of it, kind of. And then we got pregnant, and then we drew about the pregnancy, and now about Ariel, which is like the period with Ariel is much more fun than the period before that we tried to make her. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and she's amazing.
Is there anything then that's off limits? I mean, we're all living our lives now on social media. You guys are absolutely, I mean, you're documenting your lives. Is there anything that's off limits? Is there anything that you're not going to talk about? Anything that's...
Basically, politics and religion.
Okay.
Because we want to focus on the important stuff between a couple. It doesn't matter what your gender is or whatever. But this is the more important thing that we want to focus on, the real thing that's going on in your life, inside your house, in your feelings. So, I think.
Yeah, the thing is that our art is speaking to everyone, to every gender, every age, kind of.
Everyone who experience relationship or have.
Yeah, exactly. No matter what your religion, your color of skin, or everything. So it's supposed to speak to everyone. So we don't want to make some of our crowd don't connect to it. We actually kind of like it. We have a big crowd, a big fan base in the Arabian countries.
Okay.
So there, not all of our illustration are modest enough. Right. So there's one artist.
Basically,
I don't know.
Maya, every single illustration, she's all with a bra and panties.
Yeah.
So.
No, and so
this is how you walk in the house. I mean, everybody walks with a boxer in the house.
That's all true story.
Yeah.
So there is one person that opened actually an Instagram account that have our illustration when he cover me and Yehuda up with the proper clothes,
yeah.
so they can look at the content as well. And we said, wow, that's amazing that you did it from our art, so you can see it.
And what about with Ariel? Is there anything off limits with Ariel? Anything that you're not going to share about her?
Well, we're just learning how to work with her. So I'm still learning the buttons. I mean, like with a video game, you know? So for now, it's just what she can do when practically it's cry, poop, and sleep.
No, the thing is that everyone asking if we can show her face and all of that stuff, and we say, like, suddenly I feel like a real mom. Like I am a real mom, and I feel I am a real mom. I'm a mom.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to decide. Okay, now I'm going to let all of the world see my daughter's face. I'm not sure I'm ready for it. She doesn't know it, and for sure she doesn't know what's on Instagram or the whole world. She doesn't know who herself, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, is that okay that I will show her face to the world? And then we heard a lot of questions if we can show her face, and we didn't show her face yet exactly, maybe from far photo, but we will. I'm sure eventually we will do that because it's just going to there, but it will take us a while. Like we're doing it in baby steps every time we show.
Baby steps.
Every time we show a little bit until I'm the problem, until I will be ready to show.
Funny.
Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing this is my red line. Yeah.
Red line?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Does anybody have any questions?
What's the best way as a husband to support your wife and have the confidence to put herself out there and just say, this is me, this is what I can do, and I believe in you, whatever you do?
Wow, this is a good question. Well, as I said earlier about being a best friend, I mean, if your best friend was trying to, go to a tryout for anything, and you will probably support him and go and tell him you can do it, you will be better, and push yourself forward, and whatever you will do to your best friend, just copy-paste it to your partner. I mean, it's much better because you can also kiss him, and if you kiss your friend, it's pretty weird, unless your friend wants it, so it's your choice. But basically just be there for him in the best and the good part of her journey, And it's not an easy journey. Even our journey is not that easy. We still work in it. We still develop ourselves. We're still pushing us forward. And your job as her partner to just be there. And as Maya once said, and she probably said it a couple of times more, just let me think how she said it. You're not supposed to be in front of your partner, no behind him. Your job is to be beside him all the way, okay? So when she feels down, it's your purpose to lift her up, to pick her up, to give her the good word, to hug her if she needs it. When she cry, give her the shoulder.
Go on, go on.
Give her the shoulder. If your shoulder is not big enough, go and work out to make it a big shoulder so she can lie down on your shoulder. And most important thing, make her laugh. Once you succeed, make your partner laugh like a real like this, real laugh. It's the best feeling ever because there is kind of a connection when you succeed making your partner laugh. It's amazing feeling. You're making something in your partner's feelings, beside love, of course. But basically, the bottom line is just be there. Just be there. When she look to the sides to find a shelter, like all of this, you should be the shelter. You should always push her forward and tell her that she can do it and she was meant to do whatever that she wants to do.
Given that your life, your personal lives are, let's say, the fuel for your art, do you have moments where you struggle in separating what is your personal and what is your art? And do you ever have a feeling that on some level you owe your readers, your viewers, to share your personal lives, to turn that into art? Do you have any problems separating those two?
Yeah, it's hard, actually. It's not that easy. Because our job is basically to document our life. So there's not a real separation. I think the main separation is that we can't see you guys daily, like the people that actually watch our art. We can see the number under the likes or under the followers, but we most of the day alone, like only together in four walls creating. So it feels like, even though you're watching it with us, it feels like this is our full personal life. Only when we get to places like this, we understand, okay, everyone experience our personal life together, but when it actually happens, it's only the two of us. We don't have other people with us. So I guess in there, I don't know if it's called a separation or not. But we decided when we started it like officially, like a full-time job, we decided, okay, that's what we do. We need to prepare for it. And it means that we are open book. What you see is what you get, even if it's not very pleasant. So yeah, there is not a big separation between of the two, but that's we agree on together. Yeah, so it's okay, we're fine with it.
By the way, a tip for all of you guys out there on the social medias, if you're trying or thinking about exposing yourself to the world, make sure you are mentally strong to deal with criticism.
Yeah.
Critique.
Yeah, the comments, the talkbacks. Make sure you're mentally strong, because there's a lot of haters out there and they just love to troll you out and say, oh, you're not that beautiful, oh, you're not that good looking, oh, you're not... Don't get it personal, okay? Just think about your purpose and what you want to bring new to the world. I mean, your happiness or whatever you want to bring to the world.
Yeah, I can give an example. Since Ariel was born, every illustration we publish illustration once a week, every Thursday between 5:30 to 6 p.m. So every illustration about Ariel, all of a sudden, all the world tried to teach us how to be better parents, which is fun and nice, but it's still our first daughter. We don't know really how to do that. We just learning. So we said, okay, thank you for the tip. But everyone started criticize us, I guess, and we're doing our best, but we can do better. Like you said, after we are experiencing it. So, but we're learning. We're trying. We're doing our best.
at the beginning, as an artist, I think it's a lot of ideas and it's easier to create because everything is new.
Yeah.
But later, when you post pictures every week, and I think it's getting harder. So how do you keep up with the ideas, and do you have any inspirations from around the world, and maybe from comments and from followers? And other question would be, do you create arguments and fights to have, for example, inspiration for your stories?
We don't do anything on purpose.
Yeah.
This is for your second question, and for the first question, you go.
Yeah. How do we manage to keep making if I showed it up?
Well, maybe
How can we keep our creativity, I guess? How do we keep...
Well, we are trying to keep on living. I mean, basically, to wake up the day after, because the moment that you woke up and you're like, yeah, yes, I woke up, I'm not dead. Woohoo! Let's go on a journey. I mean, for real. And for us artists, we look at the world differently. We see colors that other people can't see, or for the ones, the designers among us, that they have this kind of thing to like do this, you know, to organize things perfectly. I don't know who doing that, but just
That was me? That was me?
no, him.
It's me.
So we practically. I want to talk about myself, and then
Okay,
you go.
Go ahead.
Well, I just love to look at to find the humor in everything, because I love to laugh. I don't know I'd never met someone that is like, I hate it. Why did I do it? You know? You feel happy now that you laugh. I mean, so I love to look everything, even on our arguments or fights. I love to take the thing that bring us over there and make me feel happy about this situation, because I don't want to wake up, I don't know, like sad, like again going to work. Like, hey, I'm going to work.
It's a thing
I
about
have
guys.
a work.
Yeah,
I
guys
can
are
do
much more
something.
lighter. Guys are much more lighter than girls, that's for sure. So it's a good
You
thing.
think it's a gender thing?
I think so. We're
You're
much
happier
more
than
like
me.
no, we're drama queen most of the time. And if you put like a lot of girls together, we will probably end up fighting before if you put like a guys that will end up drinking or playing video games. Yeah,
and playing
much more lighter.
PlayStation.
And yeah, Yehuda is a very, very funny guy. We always said we wish that the entire world would speak Hebrew, because in our language, he's much, much more funner. Like, he's even funnier in Hebrew. So I said,
this is why I
we wish we
illustrate.
can say it in English. We wish it's like it will be natural the same way in English, because we want to share it. But he's the most funniest person ever.
Oh, thank you. But
It was not planned.
no, thanks. But yeah, just try to. When you look in a situation, in this kind of situation, try to look at it in a different kind of view from the others beside you. You know, try to think different than the others. Then this kind of way of thinking will move you forward to try to create something different, because the girl beside you looking at us differently, the one behind you looking at us differently. Try to think different at the different. You know what I mean? Or did I mix it up?
I think I can explain it perfectly.
If you think there's the sentence,
apparently I
there's the
can't.
quote. No, I have to spill it out.
ahead,
I think it will sound smart. Get it? Get that? You know, there's the quote that says, "Think outside of the box." What if there was no box at all?
It is. Sounds good. I loved it.
And on that note of positivity, we'd like to thank you guys for coming.
you.
Right?